guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I just thought I'd spend a minute and show you what I found to be the best little setup for doing trim on these rentals and houses that I take care of. Anyway, what that is the Dewalt 20v miter saw, little slider. This is 3 and I believe 3 1/4 inch base I'm cutting here today. It will cut it at your 45 on one end, but it won't cut it back, if that makes any sense, because especially if you're making a cut anywhere toward the center of the board, it does not have enough depth to cut it straight up against the fence, and that's 3 1/4. Door and window casing is no problem, it can do that. So I cut most of this flat. So you're just doing your 45 bevel each way, whatnot. But I love this saw. I've used this for, I guess, since the month they released them. I want to say I bought this immediately after it came out. I've been waiting for this for a long time. This fits so nice in my back seat. And most of the time I don't keep an air compressor on the truck. I don't pull my trailer if I can get away with it. It's just so nice to work just out of my truck. It limits you so much when you're pulling a trailer. You're not going to do any drive-throughs if you want to drink, things like that. Parking becomes different. Just not pulling a trailer is amazing, having the bed system and all. So this fits in with that really well. But to go with that, I use the Dewalt battery trim nailer, and this is the DCN 660 cordless trim nailer, 16 gauge finish nailer. Shoots from 1 1/4 up to 2 1/2, brushless 20 volt. I've run this for, well, ever since this came out. I got this really quickly. Boy, with a couple of batteries, these two tools, very little space in my truck, I'm good to go. I can go run a whole house of base, door case, boxing in windows, all kinds of little stuff. Maybe add a little one of those Craig sets right there. You add this with this, you can build your entire trim kits for a window and then just install the whole kit. And I'm set up here on a card table, not a card table, but one of those folding lifetime tables from Lowe's. Folds up really small. I can pop it out and have a nice big flat work surface and throw my miter saw on it, throw my nailers up here. I am going to get a sustainer for my nailer though. I've about decided that I need to do that. The boxes that Dewalt gives you for their tools, it's just a joke how much wasted space there is in them. And using this stuff in the deck system, I really think if I went to like a Sys 2 or 3, I could probably, I don't know, maybe even a Sys 4, whatever is this height, I could line up several nailers, because I've got, Grex pin nailers I like to use when I'm trimming and things like that. If I could put 2 or 3 of my most used nailers in there, maybe a roll of air hose too, it'd be ideal. Then one sustainer goes in the back seat of the truck and that's all my nailers. But right now, this is the only nailer that just lives in the truck at all times. If I'm in a rental doing a walkthrough, whatever, and I go, wow, your door casing is coming off here by the door, I can just put it right up there, pop, done. Then deal with it later. That way you don't leave things that can get, somebody will walk by and hang a foot on it, tear it off, break it. At that point you need a whole new piece. It's handy to have that battery gun that you can just grab and go. And I did have, at probably about a year in on it, it felt to me like the slide spring that pushes the nails forward was it wasn't strong enough to keep the gun feeding all the time. And what happened is I'd shoot 2 or 3 holes and I wouldn't realize that I wasn't getting a nail in there anymore. And what I figured out was you don't want to load it with 2 rails of nails. If you put 2 rails in there, the friction is greater than the spring power, and it's going to affect how well it shoots. Also, if you store it with nails in the magazine, it seems to affect it the next time you use it. It doesn't advance them as well. So you don't even have to take the nails out of the magazine, but just squeeze the trigger on the side of that and let that go forward past the nails. The little push piece here. See, when you pull it back, it'll set right there to push the nail. But just squeeze it and let it go past the nails and relax the spring that's in this. And it will work a whole lot better the next time you go to use it. But between these 2 tools, trim work has gotten far more efficient for me. And this gun too, you do have settings here. It does have LEDs here at the back too, that shine down, if you can see them. There, right where you're going to be driving a nail. And right there you also have single fire and sequential. So you can flip it to sequential, and then when you pull the trigger, the flywheel will start. And then all you need to fire it is just put it up against, well, there, like that. And you can shoot right through. And with it on sequential, you can just bump, bump, bump with that flywheel turning. Now, if you put it over, I like to let it slow down first. I don't know how fragile these are, but flip it over on the regular, then when you press in, it'll run, and then you can pull the trigger to shoot. That's what it sounds like. I've got it set, I mean, it's setting those nails beautifully right there on the surface. Good little nailer. Jams are really easy to clean out on it. Pops open right there. In just a second, you can access the entire front of the gun to get any jams out. I've not had any problems with not being able to get jammed nails out. It's quick, efficient, back together, and you're ready to shoot again. For instance, if you're shooting a nail and you hit a metal plate in the wall or something like that, and it backs that nail all up on the hammer, not a problem. It'll come right out. I've had nailers that you about felt like you had to disassemble it and spend 30 minutes, but that's not this nailer. This is a good little nailer. I haven't had another one to compare to, so I'll just be honest there, but the Dewalt has treated me fine. I don't know about the Brads and those, but I'm still on air with my roll air, but this gun has been all I want for that, and this miter saw. With these 2 together, I can tackle most projects. Like today, we're running base in this entire place, so that's what I'm going to be up to down here. Thanks for checking back in with the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content. I'm going to keep trying to do little reviews like this. If you like them, let me know. Have some input. Put a comment down there. If you have a nailer you prefer to this, or you've had issues with yours, let me know, because I do plan on buying more of these. I do need, I wish they had a pin nailer. I don't know if one's in the works or not, but Dewalt seems to come out with everything in the world all the time, so maybe they do. But right now my Drex is great. K-Dex is also good for that. But thank y'all for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.